All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking an extraordinary account from our source material, the absolutely wild, fascinating, and frankly mind-bending lore of an extraterrestrial visitor known as an Ummite. We are going to break down the incredible narrative of an alien scout who is supposedly living right under our noses.
Seriously, imagine for a second. What if someone living right next door to you was actually an alien gathering intelligence on humanity? I mean, it sounds exactly like a sci-fi movie pitch, right? But our source material presents this not as some hypothetical scenario, but as a reality happening on Earth right now.
So how does that even work? Well, according to the text, this Ummite exists on Earth as what's called a walk-in. Essentially, they're peacefully cohabiting within a human host. It's literally like having a roommate, but, sharing a body and consciousness. And unlike some dark, malicious possession, this is explicitly framed as a mutual, peaceful arrangement just to learn about earthly life.
The text details that this particular Ummite scout purposely chose a host connected to a globally influential religious movement. Why? Basically, it's the ultimate front row seat. It allows them to efficiently gather data and experience human culture, thought, and spiritual development firsthand. And the source material actually documents a supposed direct interview with this exact entity.
Now, this intelligence gathering mission isn't just a casual sightseeing tour. It's driven by a desperate ticking clock. That brings us to Section 1, Fleeing a Dying Planet, the Ummite mission.
The text lays out a really stark contrast between our two worlds. Picture this. The Ummite homeworld is currently suffering from severe desertification. Their temperatures are plummeting because of blocked solar rays, and they are facing a critical, planet-wide food crisis. Then they look at Earth. To them, our planet is this lush, abundant world with vast agricultural potential, especially if we were to combine it with their advanced technology.
And the whole reason they're here hinges on one absolutely terrifying number, 100. The Ummites estimate their home planet has a maximum of 100 years left before complete extinction. So they aren't just explorers, they are interstellar refugees racing against a definitive planetary deadline.
To survive, they're studying us to see if a peaceful migration is actually possible. And here's the crucial part. They aren't looking to conquer us. Their ultimate goal is to share their advanced scientific techniques to significantly boost Earth's food supply. They want to regenerate our planet's resources so that both of our species can thrive together. It's pitched as a massive win-win.
But that begs the question, what exactly would we be welcoming to our planet? Section 2, The True Ummite Form, Behind the Illusion.
Currently, the source claims they use advanced hypnosis and illusions to appear completely human. If you were standing in line for coffee next to one, your brain would be tricked into seeing just a regular person. They walk among us, completely undetected, specifically to avoid causing mass panic.
Because let me tell you, if they dropped that illusion, the physical reality would be a total shock. The source describes them as approximately 3 meters tall. That's nearly 10 feet. They have 8 functioning limbs, stick to a strictly vegetarian diet, and, get this, they bear a striking resemblance to giant earth bees. Just imagine a massive, highly intelligent, 10-foot-tall, 8-legged bee casually walking down the street.
They totally know how we'd react too. Anticipating our sheer terror at giant insectoid beings, the Ummite actually apologizes during the interview. They literally say, "We are very peaceful and believe in love, but our appearance does not suit your tastes. Please forgive that." I mean, it's a wonderfully bizarre moment of self-awareness. They know their true form would probably terrify us, despite their peaceful intentions.
And this profound self-awareness really comes from how deeply vulnerable they are. Which leads to Section 3, Fear of the Reptilians, a vulnerable species.
The source material paints a really intense picture of competing alien factions operating on Earth right now. Despite looking like giant bugs, the Ummites describe themselves as incredibly timid, almost cowardly. They are highly peaceful and avoid conflict at absolutely all costs. And they do this because they are terrified of other species sharing our planet, like the Reptilians, whom they view as incredibly aggressive evolutionary competitors.
And they have good reason to be scared. They represent the smallest alien faction on Earth, keeping maybe 10 to 100 individuals here at any given time. Plus, their technology is only about a century ahead of humanity's. In cosmic terms, that means we are practically neck and neck. They manage to travel using dimensional fluctuations between 3D and 4D space, but because their tech is so limited, this tiny scout team lives in constant hiding, ready to pack up and flee home the second they're discovered.
But despite that intense fear, they hold on to a really profound spiritual vision for the future. Section 4. A message of cosmic harmony. A spiritual vision.
This is where the lore gets incredibly deep. The Ummites claim their culture balances advanced science, specifically focused on regenerating planets, with a literal religion of love. It's a martyr-based faith that heavily resembles the teachings of Jesus Christ. But even more fascinating, they want to achieve a spiritual synthesis. They actually hope to integrate their love-based faith with the Enlightenment philosophies of Buddha that they've studied here on Earth.
But here's the catch for us. For this massive migration and collaboration to ever work, humanity has to overcome our own internal stuff first. We have to wipe out our racial and national discrimination and establish a genuinely diverse value system across the globe. We have to mentally prepare to extend friendship to bizarre alien life forms without an ounce of prejudice. Because let's be real, if we can't even accept each other, how are we ever going to accept 8-legged, 10-foot-tall interstellar refugees?
And that leaves us with one final, incredibly provocative thought from the text to wrap up our explainer today. Is Earth truly ready to put aside its differences and evolve into a multi-species sanctuary? It's a huge shift in perspective, challenging us to look way past our earthly borders and really consider our place in a much wider, much stranger cosmic community. What do you think? Are we ready?